So elaborately, I put together two options. Option one, you see here, and then option two, which is what I really went by. Corey, Danios, and the others on TikTok, you couldn't even do any of the stuff that I'm able to design. You don't even have a college education. I'm going to go to part, and we're going to make sure that this is on millimeters. Okay. And of course, you're not going to see your UCS yet till you pick a plane. So I'm going to go to front plane. I'm going to go to sketch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mouse over here. I'll draw a line coming down here like this. And you notice how it's just like that. But if I mouse over here, touch this line, now it becomes this arc, which I think is really cool for this feature here. You know, this is something that SolidWorks mastered. In AutoCAD, you can't do that. So I'm going to go here, click on that, close it out. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that my dimension here is 30. And we're going to make this dimension here, make this 80. Check. All right. All right, you guys, so in SolidWorks, coinciding things is key. It's everything, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. I'm going to hold control. I'm going to click on this and this. Let go. Coincide. And that's that. All right, so for our first 3D, I'm going to go back here. And we're going to do Revolve Boss Base. So we're going to go here to Features and Revolve Boss Base. And we're going to click on this line. Right, and everything's good, just stretch and blind. Okay. A lot of tutorials, they just overlook this stuff. What about this damn reflection? What if we want to get rid of it, right? Just click on this little beach ball display thing here. Then right click on the scene. And then detach or deselect floor reflection. Appearances. I'm going to pick metal and brass. Okay? Actually satin. Yeah, looks better. Alright, next what we're going to do is we're going to do a kind of arc on a center line. So to do that, we're going to go to our front view, sketch, and we're going to go to center line, and we're going to draw to here. And then what I'm going to do is, again, do an arc. Drew a construction line in here like this. Right. I'm gonna make this 90. Alright, radius 100. $20. Alright, you guys, so at this point our model is fully defined. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, you don't even have to X out of here. We're going to go to Features, Sweep to Boss Base. Make sure that's selected, Circular, and we're going to go 40. Alright. Now for the record, if you wanted to, you can go click on this, click check. Click check. The reason I'm making an axis here is because I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to linear pattern, circular pattern. You know what? I can make 3 of these. Check. See, now you have what they call a dual faucet. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to apply some wall piping here for our faucet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to top plane, and I'm going to go to reference geometry plane. Just give it a moment here. We're going to go up 20. Right, I'm going to click check. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sketch. All right. Okay. Do that. This. It's good. It's real good. It's real good. All right, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep along this path right here. Okay. The reason I'm doing a dual pipe is because it's going to be for our hot and cold water. Okay. So let's do that now. Okay. So that way, for this type of design, what I'm trying to do is I want to have hot water and cold water running consistently, rather than just have one faucet that you just turn off and on, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep boss base. I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to click on this, and we click check, right? All right, we're looking good so far. Let's say there's a little catastrophe here and it doesn't look right. Let me show you. This is why I did it this way. Edit the sketch, and then I'm going to go here to where it says move entities. I'm going to rotate entities. I'm just going to select the whole thing. Check. And then just go back. See, and that fixes this issue here. So what we got to do next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete the fillets. Okay. And now we're going to do check. Make sure we got all the sides. Okay. And then click check. Preview. If it shows the preview, that's a good sign. That means it's going to work. Click check. Yes. All right. All right, you guys. So I made a bridge here between the two faucets, the hot and the cold water. Actually, what I did is I just did an extrusion. I did an extrusion. So if you go to sketch, I converted entities. And then to get this part to fill out in here, I created a separate sketch. And then I just did a simple extrusion to fill in the rest of the part. Alright, you guys, so we can get both of these in one shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to go sketch. I'm going to convert entities on this and this. And then I'm going to draw another circle. And we're going to go 50 on this one and 50 on the other one. So 50. 25. $30. Equal. Okay. So we'll go back now and we'll do an extrusion of 30. Okay, looking good. Okay. Right? Check. Alright, you guys, so to get your threads in, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did here. I edit feature. So you want to make sure everything is set up just like this. And the reason I started with the end process is because we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright? So we're going to go to thread. And we're going to click on this. Edge. Face is going to be this. And all their settings should be the same as the other side. Trim with face. just like that. And we're going to click the check mark, and it should be identical. And it is. Okay. There it is. Now it's done correctly. Okay, so for the next portion, we're gonna fill in this part. So I'm gonna go here to sketch, and I'm gonna click on this line, convert entities, and then right away, I'm gonna extrude boss base, and I'm gonna click on thin feature, and it's already the way I want it. So I'm gonna click check, and we're good. Here, just gonna do the same thing. Convert entities, extrude boss base, thin feature 10. All right. What's going on, everyone? So at this point, I just want to make this as quick as possible. So what I did is I clicked on this. I did reference geometry plane, and I created a plane that was right in the center of my object. Okay, that's what I did. And then I made a top plane for this converted entities on this portion. And now what I'm about to do is I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to do what they call a sweep. A sweep, sketch, and it's going to be on this path, and I'm going to click change. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So we're going to do sweep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to go to circular pattern, and then I'm going to click my axis, and we're going to go 90 degrees, or 180, sorry. Check. Right, this is exactly the design I'm looking for. So this is my finished design. This is what we're going to be putting together. And red means hot water, blue means cold water. Right here is going to be the slow moving water, and this is going to be the fast moving water. I made it press button. It's a whole new design concept. This isn't some old-fashioned water faucet. I wanted to create something unique and different from everyone else on the internet. So when you got practitioners like Corey, Danios, and Dan, and Nevermore Aries, they're just high school graduates. They're not college mathematicians like I am. So this is the final step. I put the buttons on the other side for the cold water. So we've got hot water and we've got cold water, and they work independently. It's the most sophisticated water faucet ever made in Solidworks, as far as I know. Okay, so we got everything looks legit. Geometry pattern results in disjoint bodies.
Yes, that makes sense.
All right, so this is what I decided on. There's going to be two buttons for a There's going to be two buttons for fast water and slow water. I'm going to make this an advanced feature. Okay, so this is what I have, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on the other side as well. So click on this, and then I'm going to do a circular pattern. $180. And check. What is going on here, man? Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to reference geometry plane. I'm going to click check, and we're going to sketch on this. All right. So let's click on this line and this. We're going to convert entities, and I'm going to offset into these. We're going to go, let's go 3. Let's play with it just for a little while. 10. That's perfect. Okay, let's delete this and this. Right. Back. Let's do a extruded cut, sweep cut. Damn. This has to go all the way down there. Shit. Beautiful. All right. See how it disappeared? That's exactly what we wanted. And then we can take this exact same sweep cut and we can put it on this side without any trouble. How do we do that? Easy. Linear pattern, circular pattern, and we're going to go on our axis here, and we're going to go 180 degrees. 180. And check. That's it. Oh yeah. Let's see how it looks. Looking good so far. All we're going to do now is our handles here. That's our last portion. In the end, this is what I did. This is my design concept. Let me show you guys what I did here. So this is the hot water, and then this is going to be the cold water. You got your slow moving water, fast moving water on this, and then I'm going to click on this, right? So you can actually see here my concept. Okay, so this is really going to show you guys what I was trying to do. So as you can see, there is a bridge between the hot and the cold water. So nothing from the hot water is going to go into the cold. Okay, and this is titanium steel. So yeah, this is a state-of-the-art water hose that I designed. This is a state-of-the-art water faucet that I designed, and there's nothing like it of the kind.